It was a great evening. So many things coming together at the right time against a really good Indiana team. We really have trouble guarding a team with that type of quickness. They really spread us out, and Yogi Farrell and Will Sheehy, who I got to coach this summer, were spectacular. But at the same time, I can't say enough about the young man that just left, and the overall his willpower over his 5 years showed. It came to fruition today, and our team, it was sort of like that the whole game. Not many things went well for us. At the beginning, the ball was bouncing their way. They were making great plays. And all of a sudden, we just stuck in there, just like Jordan has over his 5 years, and just, all right, go on to the next play. Get on to the next play. So we're really proud of our guys. There's one happy locker room. We did celebrate. Out there. We celebrated what we've been really waiting for since Tuesday to celebrate. And our kids are ecstatic with the way this season has ended. I can't thank our administration and everyone enough to put that together. I had no idea all that was going on, and it's just great for us for the fans to stick around and really see a tribute to a really special team.
Brendan, why don't you start us off?
Some of Jordan's stuff early was came off of offensive rebounds, but a lot of it was getting the ball, running the offense to him. I mean, how much of that was the game plan?
Well, they were going to switch. They came in there, started small, and they were going to switch ball screens. So when they switched it, they did it a lot down in Indiana, but we did not have the right angles. So we've been working on that the last couple of days of how to get the right angles. It's not as easy if you just try and throw it in there when there's a mismatch. But he had small forwards on him, he had little guards on him. He just turn around and put it in. He used his pivots really well.
Chris?
Glenn struggles from three at times this year. He's hit another big one today, like Ohio State. Just talk about how clutch that was.
Well, if you know how many times he practices that right corner jump shot, and he burns a lot, he goes backdoor a lot, but that was one. I mean, as soon as it left his hand, I knew it was in because we shoot extra together. He shoots a lot on his own. He's worked really hard at just getting his shots, so he follows through the whole thing, and that was textbook, and couldn't happen to a better kid.
Great.
Coach, a two-part question here. Is that the longest you've gone with the 1-3-1 since you've been here at Michigan? And would you ever consider going with that defense an entire game?
No, it's not the longest since I've been here at Michigan. I think we had we played Duke here. We played it a whole game one time. But it's the longest in a while. Similar to probably Florida State this year. And we just couldn't stay in front of them. I mean, they're quick and they got a good plan. And given the new way the game is called, it was our only it was our only recourse. We couldn't do anything. We couldn't stay in front of them. Now, we did play man-to-man when we had to, but at the same time, that was going to happen. The only way I thought at that time we'd win the game. And again, credit my assistants. They continue to talk me into that, because I hate giving up the threes. And they didn't hit too many, just two, I think.
Rod?
John, kind of a snowball effect of questionable calls, but you pick up that technical. Just talk about the level of
What was the last time I had a technical? Could somebody Google that one?
At Michigan State, 2012.
So 2 years ago.
54 loss.
Yeah, it's difficult for the coaches right now that the new hand check rules, the charge rules. It's just been such a big change, and it's just hard to play defense. So we had three really good officials out there that I respect. I do think that at the same time, you don't see me arguing with officials a lot. So when I do have something to say, I would have preferred a warning. It didn't happen. Maybe it helped us.
Nick?
John, you guys had this championship won before the game started. Outside of just saying we play to win games here, what was? I mean, there was a lot of emotion in that game. It was high intensity. What did you sell to the team?
The message was, a big thing that we stress to our young men, whether it's you got a paper due or you got a practice to go, finish it strong. It's been a clear message since we've been here. We're going to finish things, and this was a great opportunity. Yeah, you're sitting in good shape, but let's finish this, and in particular for Jordan Morgan, two entities, Jordan Morgan and then this huge crowd that have come through a terrible winter. They're 12,707. Every game that they're here, our students are waiting outside. Finish this thing the right way. And, of course, for the guys in the room, that it would be great to celebrate the championship here with all our fans. I had a pretty good hunch the fans would stick around if we had a win.
Brendan?
We went from around a 10-point lead late and then back to a tie game. But was that, what do you think was any maybe getting a little bit ahead of themselves, or did you have to kind of
we
settle
rushed
down
a couple
and
of
finish?
shots, and we could not get our guys to drive to the basket and land on balance. They got a great shot blocker back there. We were just throwing things up there, and it was an emphasis. It's an emphasis in practice like crazy, but in games we really have trouble doing it. And then I think we had a turnover, and they're just go downhill. I mean, they can put points on quickly. And so, as you saw at the end, we're up by 5 or something like that. And Vonleh is a tremendous three-point shooter, hits a 3. So they can do a lot of things. But breaks didn't go our way, but we had enough lead to survive.